Hello, everyone. I hope y'all had a good 4th of July. I was down in Dayton, Oregon for 4th of July. Saw some fireworks and stuff, and we set off some fireworks of our own, but sadly, only fountains just because we can't set off any mortars in Oregon. But I'm back in Texas. We were up there for 10 days, but the trip is not the topic of this video. If you read the title, I'm going to be explaining everything that I wear in airsoft, including all different types of environments, weather, temperatures, and of course my kit and everything else. And if you see my past videos, you know I'm a big fan of airsoft, and I believe I've made some other videos of my airsoft kit, especially my recent one with the Chinese uniform. And I realized that the blue sticks out way too much, so this is like an updated version and my permanent version of my airsoft kit. I might be getting some more simplified plate carriers in the future, probably when I'm older. But for right now, this is the kit that I'm using. And to start us off, I want to talk about the footwear that I use. I don't use fancy army combat boots, the ones that you see military personnel use. And I don't use any kind of steel-toed boots, nor do I use any kind of tennis shoes. I use these I use these hiking boots. These ones are really common for people who love the outdoors, people who love camping, hiking, basically anything to do with outdoors, just because they're absolutely great for what they do. I've tested these in deserts, somewhat snow slash ice, forest, mud, water. These are, you can submerge your entire foot in this and your feet on the inside will stay dry. These are very waterproof. These are like waterproof and they're really good at protecting your feet from wet environments. They're really good at protecting your feet from sand, unless it's ankle deep sand. Then you'll probably have a problem with that. They're really good at protecting you from mud, dirt, just basically anything you can think of. These can do the job. They have really good grip on the bottom, so you don't have to worry about your feet going in all directions or rolling or sliding whenever you're running or walking, because these are really made for hiking. They have they don't move around as much when you're walking and traveling. They are really great. They stay nice and tight on your foot, and most of the time you don't have to worry about your shoelaces getting untied. Um, I tested some of the places I tested these out at is, of course, the Sam Houston National Forest. They have a lot of, when it's raining there, have a lot of mud and stuff. And I also tested out Big Bend. That's in West Texas. A lot of sand, a lot of desert. Works great in these. I tested out when we had a little ice storm here. It kept my feet semi-warm, and they usually kept most of the water out. So really great for outdoors, for me airsoft. So if you're looking at recommendations on footwear and you don't want to spend so much money on these high grade military shoes that probably cost a couple $100, like think army combat boots and stuff, and if you want something just as reliable and maybe a little bit cheaper, then you probably want to get these. These will last you for years if you take care of them. But that is it for footwear. That's what I usually wear, and the socks I usually wear are like not ankle socks, but like rolled up socks. Number one, to keep moisture out, and number two, ankle socks are gay. But to move on from footwear, let's talk about undershirts. This is undershirt that I wear. It's an olive drab, and actually think it's used by the army. This shirt I think is made out of fabric or cotton, I believe, and usually in summer times it gets around 90 degrees on a good day. So I usually just wear this, not the field jacket, because I'll get too hot in it. But this is a gray undershirt, very comfortable. Does soak up sweat, but doesn't doesn't feel itchy on you. It's just basically another shirt. You can wear it out in public. It's not like a weird shirt or anything. It's an olive drab color. Fits in with the whole military style thing. Fits with airsoft. Blends real well in grassland environments and sometimes desert. Not real well in snow, but we don't have snow here in Texas. But other than that, this is a great shirt you can use, and I personally recommend it. Now for tops, I use the I use the multicam top. This is specifically scorpion camo, and yes, it is used by the army, and I think Air Force, well, no, just the army, I believe, and some federal agencies and police. But please don't shit on me for being all basic. I go with camouflage that actually fits in and blends in with my environment. I don't go with like exotic camouflages that don't fit in with the environment. I go what can help me camouflage myself and what is actually reliable and military grade. And multicam is a very great camouflage. It's used by many professional armies around the world and is trusted by multiple soldiers. So I go, I listen to them, and I use multicam. Now for the patches and stuff, um, I usually want to put a Confederate flag on. Oh wait, it's this one. I like to put Confederate flags on this one, and I usually just keep this one blank. But soon enough, I'll get my own airsoft team patch once I build up a team, and I just put my last name on here. I'm not in the army, and I don't claim myself in the army, so it's not stolen valor. I keep the rest of the Velcro blank, but it has two breast pockets, two shoulder pockets, put some extra stuff in, Velcro buttons and zipper, and it's a very breathable top. Now for bottoms, I go same thing, multicam. I'm really basic. These ones they have little belt loops, and they're really reliable. They have little ties at the bottom for tying off your ankles so that nothing gets inside you, nothing gets inside your legs. They're mostly waterproof, and I don't know if these are legit or not, but I think the real ones are like flame retardant. So I won't test it out, but it has button up all the way. Even the flies button up, and just really reliable pants. These ones I would wear with any kind of airsoft game. So explain a little bit why I pick multicam over, let's just say, the M81. I think, yeah, I think it is the M81 Woodlands. It's because multicam is a modern day camouflage, and it's a modern camouflage, I should say, and it's used by a lot of armies, like I said, and also it fits in well for the environment. It can fit in with arid and forest and grassland, which is basically the Midwest, or like the like f- figure was called. I think it's called Midwest of the United States. And the reason why I don't go with like woodlands is because we're not in a completely wooded area like eastern United States nor western United States, and we're not in an arid environment to the point where I have to use a desert camouflage, which would suck. So multicam is my best option, even though that is a very basic and technically boring camouflage. I go with it because it fits in with the environment. It's a trusted camouflage and it works real well. And yeah, that's maybe all I have for the camouflage. And next up we got belts. Those pants fit pretty loose on me sometimes. So what I use is this belt right here. Now it's not an official army belt, it's a work belt. It's I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's not sponsored. It's my belt. So it's a it's elastic, so it can stretch around you. Doesn't have a doesn't have a belt buckle, so all you just gotta do is clip it on, and to like loop it around, just take this off, loop it around you, put it back on, and you're basically fit. The size can be adjusted for however long you want, and it's not leather, so it doesn't get worn out as easily, and it doesn't look ugly when it's worn out. So these things are great for work and airsoft. That's why I use it. Next up, I've got try to find right here. This is a holster that I use for my sidearm, both actual sidearm and airsoft. It's a holster for a Glock, I think 23, but or just a standard Glock. So it's not a real gun. So you want to clip, just fits right in. Sadly, you can't secure all the way, so I just gotta watch it. Sometimes it can fall out on its own, but yeah, you can just loop this around your belt, and then it has a buckle that you can buckle around your thigh, so it won't move around as much. Really great for if your main firearm gets jammed or battery runs out. You usually have a sidearm you can switch to distract your opponent or suppress them while you're putting a new battery in there or reloading. So, and it's a quick access too. So that's why I used it. Next up, now for rain, it the top, the multi-can top doesn't is not fully waterproof. So That's why I use a rain jacket. This rain jacket's really is really good. It has seals at the bottom. Try to find it right here. Seals at the bottom. Seals at the wrist. And you can seal up your hood. It has, I think it has inside pockets. Yeah, right here. Inside pocket. So nothing can, it has two inside pockets. So nothing, if you want to put like some personal stuff in there or anything you want in there so it doesn't get wet. It's also got two breast pockets right here. Both zip up. And two stomach pockets, which zip up too. And it works most of the time, but in heavy rain, um, you expect to get wet. This usually only works in light and moderate rain, but if it's like a torrential downpour, then don't expect it to fully work. Every single every single clothing has its limits. But I trust this and usually keeps me dry. It's also all drab, which also helps with blending in. So I like that too. And that's all I have to say about the rain jacket. Next up for extremely cold days, which we probably have like a week or two out of the year. Like I'm talking about like 32 and below. I usually wear this heavy jacket right here. This one is breathable, but it is a little bulky. It does have seals at the bottom or at the wrists. It's zip up, and even though that it has some black to it, it's mostly all drab, which that's why I pick it. And it's a really good jacket for cold weather. And I tested out with the plate carrier, and it fits real good. And that's why I wear it for cold environments. It has it has one breast pocket and two two stomach zip up pockets, and it has a sealable hoodie. So that's why I really like this jacket. I use it for cold weather. Basically, all I have to say about what's it called? The jacket. But that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for um the clothes I wear for airsoft. Now we're gonna get into kit. This kit's pretty heavy. Don't mind all of these. I got them at a claw machine. And I just didn't know where to put them. I'll take them off at some point, but this is the front of my plate carrier. As you can see, I got 4 ammunition pouches right here filled with water bottle that have water bottles filled with BB. Because in airsoft games, you're only allowed to have, I think, 5 magazines. So I decided to just go ahead and fill up water bottles with BB so I can keep the magazines full. I have 3 easy access magazine pouches right here. All you just gotta do is take the top off, and pull your magazine out. I have a radio pouch right here for an actual working radio. And I have a grenade pouch right here. I have a American flag patch, and these top holes right here I would usually put another battery. On the side right here is a water bottle pouch. I usually put 2 water bottles in here. And water bottles like this. I put 2 in here for easy access. And right here is a medical pouch. I put a first aid kit in here, some gauze, and on top of that is a upside down magazine pouch, just in case if I'm laying down on my back, I can have easy access. And then here's my mess kit. I can fit a canned good in here, a water bottle, and a utensil in here. And I have 2 other magazine pouches on here, plus a cup for drinking purposes and for coffee. And then back here, I got my entrenching tool pouch with the actual entrenching tool in it. And that's it for the plate carrier. This is my official kit, and I don't think I'm ever going to be changing it anytime soon. I probably will get some other kits, like some smaller plate carriers, less bulky, a little bit more lighter weight. That's for the near future. For right now, this is what I'm sticking to. But this is a camelback that I use. It's just basically a backpack with a rubber bladder in it so you can put water and have easy access to drinking water. And you fill the water up right here. It can take about, I want to say like 2.5 bottles of water, full, 16-ounce bottles. Goes through this tube. All you just gotta do is bite down and suck. And it has has a buckle on here so it can stay secure. And usually, if I don't have my assault pack on, I'll usually carry this. This is my regular pack that I would carry for long airsoft battles. You can see here I have a canteen on the outside for extra water. And on the outside, I would fit a blanket on here. And on the inside, it's got a little light in here. Over here, I don't know if you can see, but I got personal items, including like some socks, a prayer book, a wallet, harmonica, and some flyers. In the main compartment, right here, I have a hunting fleece, extra socks, extra undershirts, extra underwear, and that's about it. I also keep a tub of BBs in here just in case I need refills. I don't think the referees at an airsoft match would care to check my backpack, so I'll just secretly store these in there if I can, so I can have refills during matches. Now, when it comes to airsoft masks and protective eyewear for like matches outside of um usually like matches outside of like arenas and stuff, I usually wear just like protective safety glasses and stuff. Sometimes they're tinted, sometimes they're normal. At home, I wear protective safety glasses, but like for airsoft arenas that want full like face covering, or sometimes if a arena will allow me to wear my own protective um, face wear, I usually go with this. This one fits really great around my helmet, or fits really good under my helmet. But ear, the protective earpieces do make your ears a little sore. The nose piece does feel a little weird on your nose sometimes, and it's really hard to see. That's why I usually prefer safety glasses over this. And so, but it does do its job. Does protect you from BBs. Does protect you from facial injuries. So, I do recommend this if you're starting out in airsoft. Now for the helmet I use a plastic ballistic helmet or a PASGT helmet. That's plastic, has a nice liner to it, has a nice chin strap that can fit around your chin. I have a little bandana around here to signify that I'm on someone's team. Also, I can use this as a medical tourniquet if I wanted to. Has a little reflective tape on here for night vision. Has a multicam helmet cover, and it does its job at protecting from debris and dirt from flying, and does protect from BBs. So it's not light, it's not that heavy. It fits just perfectly fine on me. Also, I usually wear a baseball cap underneath this. But other than that, it does its job. It's pretty cheap, and I recommend this to people who are looking for a cheap and affordable helmet. Now for the airsoft guns I use. This is the main firearm that I use for airsoft. It is fake, the orange tip. It's battery operated. You put the battery right here. The stock is adjustable, so whatever shoulder length you want it, you can set it. It has rails on here for attachments. It has collapsible front and rear sights. I also added a red dot sight on here. It goes all three ways: safe, semi, and fully automatic. Um, Working bolt. If you press the bolt back, you can adjust the angle which the BB's fire from. Takes the standard M16 mag. Got your magazine release button right here, and I really like this gun. And I haven't used it in airsoft yet, but hopefully I will someday. And yeah, last but not least, I already showed you this, but this is my sidearm. It's a Glock 19 airsoft gun, fake because of the orange tip. It has no blowback. Take the slide off, and it's just basically for cleaning. Got a safety on the trigger. It's CO2, so you got your gas canister in there. Holds 11 rounds. Your magazine release, and it's a pretty good gun for its price. But yeah, it's basically all I have for today. It That's my full kit for what I would wear in different environments. And I hope you enjoyed it. And please comment down below what your kit is. And if you have anyone that is interested in joining Airsoft or starting it, or if you have any recommendations on what I can improve, please comment down below. And share this video to your friends and family if you think they'll enjoy it. Until then, hope you have a great night. Hope you have a great 4th of July. And bye.